What's up, guys? Potato Chin here. I thought it would be a really fun idea to cover some games from 1v1 Champs. This is a tournament, so this is for the 1v1 circuit. You gain points for this throughout the year in different tournaments, different seasonals, and Ladder Tour, which I won. So I am participating in this. Ladder Tour alone gave me like all the points I needed to qualify for this, but I did do well in I think all the other tournaments that gave points actually. Not too great in the most recent seasonal. Anyways, so here we got PQS versus ABD. I tried to record 2 games yesterday, but both of the recordings trapped out, so I will probably be scrapping those. Anyways, there should be a few hype matchups today, though. So yeah, PQS versus ABD. It's funny, we got both the 3-letter players up against each other, round 1. This first matchup looks amazing for PQS, because mainly I'm looking... Primarina is going to beat both Moltres and Haxorus, unless these are some quirky sets. Like, I don't know, Roselli Berry Haxorus. You always gotta account for those lures. But the Primarina does look great here. And then both of these two can beat Magnezone for sure. Like, the only way Magnezone beats, like, Hydreigon is, like, Specs Hyper Beam. You can't Mirror Coat it because it's a dark type. I always forget this. But yeah. And it's like both of these two both have odds versus both these other guys. I don't, like, this matchup is amazing for PQS. Because if it's, like, Assault Vest Metagross, it could live a Fiery Wrath for Moltres. And then, I feel like... No, you probably do lose that, because you're not going to kill with Meteor Mash into, like, Bullet Punch. So Moltres is going to win that. But then Haxorus, on the other hand, you probably dies to Meteor into Bullet Punch. We can calc that real quick. I think it's a roll. I'm pretty sure it's a roll. I also think Banned Earthquake may be a roll to just kill Metagross outright. Hang on. Why is this Aqua Tail Poison Jab, bruh? Yeah, okay. Oh, that's no HP, though. So if it's Adamant, it's a roll. I think Adamant Ban Metagross is quite good because you can run Iron Tail for Sylveon. It's amazing. Yeah, so this is a roll to smack Haxorus. So his Metagross answer is definitely going to be the Moltres, which probably beats Hydreigon too. You Nasty Plot into Hurricane and probably win that. So it's, do you go the Moltres here into these two, or are you going to go your Magnezone into the PQS's Primarina? And that's like a walk-on Prim. No, it doesn't even win. It doesn't matter. Is there a way that Prim can beat Magnezone? If it's Custap Magnezone, it always just Thunderbolts twice. It can't really lose that. I guess if the first Thunderbolt puts it into Custap range and they Moonblast, then it's kind of interesting because you could then Custap Encore Magnezone's own Endure. Like, that's actually 50-50. Yeah, if the first Thunderbolt puts Primarina into Custap range, then it'd be a 50-50. Because if Magnezone would have to Endure so that it doesn't lose to Primarina's own Custap, but then Prim could Encore that. That'd be really cool. Choice Specs, though, will just always win, because you'll just want to KO Prim, so it can't really do any Custap shenanigans. It has to be like Walk-on Icy Wind. AV as well, but I don't think anyone really runs AV. Especially because AV Metagross is very common. It probably would be AV Metagross. Okay, so, yeah, I guess we're going to see what they're going to pick here. Okay, so Primarina into Magnezone. Okay. So, yeah, there could be that Custap interaction, in which case it'd probably be best to Flash Cannon first and then Thunderbolt if you're Custap. If you're Choice Specs, though, you just drop a Thunderbolt, and Prim loses this always. So I think maybe you should take this one then. It's faster? I guess these do speed type, but why is it not max speed? And it was Choice Specs, but it didn't kill. Yeah, that has to be Choice Specs, and it didn't kill because of the Moonblast drop. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Why is it slow Choice Specs? Why is it slower than the Primarina? What? Like, what are you running bulk on Magnezone for? Why would you not just be max? Like, if I'm running Specs Magnezone, I'm always just max special attack, max speed. You don't really need bulk for anything. You just don't want to be getting outsped by, like, Sylveon and Primarina. That was interesting. So he's running a slow Magnezone, and then this still had to be a pretty fast Citrus Prim as well. Of course. And we got Radu Molding. Shocker. Yeah, I mean, that's why you don't run slow Magnezone, I guess. Okay, on to game 2. PQS bringing Primarina again. I guess it worked out last game. Zygarde looks especially scary in this matchup because there's just so many fairies just do not reliably beat Zygarde. Like, if it's AV like Zygarde versus like Calm Mind Citrus, like it usually beats that. It usually wins that matchup. Iron Defense Feeny can't really ever lose to Zygarde, I feel like. Also, Choice Specs Moonblast doesn't really lose either. But I'm not sure what PQS is going to be running. I think Choice Specs Moonblast does actually lose to AV, Max Fit F AV. I think it does lose that. Okay. Entei could also be annoying if it's toxic. Because I've totally lost Zygarde versus toxic Entei before. That's like, because you're slower and they poison you. And what are you going to do? Like, Coil, now they just sub-stall you. A few thousand arrows doesn't do enough. And they can just sub-protect spam as well to stall out your T arrows. And it's really, really annoying. And then Prim should be fine. Because I think you just Encore... No, what do you... Like, yeah, if you like Encore sub, what are you doing? Because you have to waste Hydras, right? How do you break through Entei's sub spam if you only have Hydro and Moonblast, right? I think you should beat. I think Entei should beat Primarina then. And then, actually, hang on. I wonder if Prim Moonblast actually breaks Entei's sub, because Primarina's pretty strong. I think that may actually just break sub. Why do we not have like the citrus sets and all that? Why does that not get imported? What do these run? I think it's like 168, right? No, I don't remember what these run. I think they just hit 405 HP, so what would that be? 136? That sounds right. I think it's like this. So it'd be like a roll. That's a pretty good roll for Entei, though. It could be more HP, too. It could just be max HP. It could also be Assault Vest Entei, I'm realizing. In which case, it sucks here. AV Entei sucks. It loses to all 3. But yeah, sub-toxic Entei would be amazing. I'm not a huge fan of AV Entei. Only if you need it. But it's like first slot. Like, I feel like it's only good as like a third if you really need it to cover stuff, like Togekiss mainly. But you have a Metagross here. I think this should be sub-toxic. Metagross isn't great. It's not great versus Prim. Even AV can lose to like Citrus, which PQS showed last game. Even AV can lose to this Citrus if it gets like Calm Minds into Torrent Hydro Cannon. You can definitely lose that. And then Zygarde as well beats that, and even Zapdos, if its bulk up, can beat that. Even Choice Band, I bet, could just like Stomping Tantrum twice. So Metagross isn't great here. And then Feeny is going to be great into these two. Honestly, wait, Calm Mind Citrus Feeny could just 3-0 here. Because, like, your own Primarina is not a Feeny. It's not a reliable Feeny check. Because it's faster with Calm Mind. It could taunt you on your own Calm Mind. Or just Calm Mind on your Moonblast. It's not a reliable answer at all. This could be Taunt Weakness Policy Zapdos to beat the Feeny. So what am I expecting here? I really feel like if this is Toxic Entei, it comes out for sure. Which I think it should be. And then... but he could go the Feeny as well. I'm realizing both of these are still pretty suspect against Feeny. So ABD could even just go hard AV Metagross. But I don't think it really reliably beats Citrus. It's not a play I would make personally. But I feel like a big thing you have to understand in 1v1 sometimes. That sometimes people are bad. They are going to not make the right play. So he definitely could go Metagross here. I think personally PQS just clicks his Primarina though. I don't think he has a much better play than just going Prim. So if I'm a stall Entei, I'm clicking it because you should always beat Primarina, I think, with just subbing up. Because it runs out of Hydra. It has to use Hydra to break your sub, I think. And like I'm just trying to think like can it Encore you into whatever, but you could like even protect turn 1 to scout Encore. Like I feel like it definitely just runs out of PP and loses that for sure. Oh, you know what it could do? It could Calm Mind. No, but then you Toxic it. You know what it does? It clicks if it's Calm Mind Encore Citrus, it can Calm Mind turn 1, because now the Moonblast can break subs, so it can break sub without a recharge turn. Because even if you Toxic, it can Encore on a turn you could Toxic after Calm Minding. And now it's going to be able to Moonblast to break your sub as you're still Encored into Toxic, and then it can Hydro Cannon. So the Calm Mind Encore Prim will beat Entei if it plays well. In which case, you probably do have to go one of these two trying to beat the Prim. So I would think ABD should probably go the Feeny just because there's better odds against these two guys. So I'm going to click now. We're going to see. So we see he actually goes the Zygarde. So I wonder if this is I wonder if this was a Zygarde that could beat Feeny potentially. I'm going to calc as soon as this T-Heroes comes out and see, because if it's 0 attack, it's probably AV Zygarde. Especially because weakness policy would probably be Coil. But I bet it might be AV. Honestly, 0 attack could also be Toxic. So I think this was probably an AV Zygarde then that could beat the Feeny. And he thoroughly thought it was a pretty good pick into all of these guys. I don't think Metagross to hard call the Feeny was a great idea, unless like this Feeny just had no odds against opposing Prim. Or I meant Metagross to call the Prim. I don't think hard Metagross to call the Prim when it has such bad odds against these two and probably doesn't even beat Prim anyways. I don't think this is a good play. We'll see though. Maybe it has Ice Punch and it's hardened to Zygarde. Weakness policy? What? Medium Ash. Okay, does it Bullet Punch kill? Oh no, not if a Power Construct. No way. And this one will be faster. Wait, it lives another 1,000 arrows though. Okay, PQS is getting incredibly lucky with that drop, and then he's crits. I didn't even notice this did 4e4. That's crazy. That did nothing. That did absolutely 0 damage. That's definitely 0 attack. That did literally nothing. So I think this was probably AV. Yeah, I think this had to be AV then if he picks it into Feeny. Because otherwise I think he would have just gone his own Feeny. Because Citrus Feeny can totally beat AV Metagross. So that crit really sucks though, because he definitely killed with Mash into Bullet Punch, I think. I'll calc to be sure, but I'm pretty certain. So, I don't know what... Why did I search Meteor? Okay, Metagross. So annoying, we don't have like the 1v1 sets. Zygarde, I'm just gonna assume like max HP. Ah, come on. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume it's like max HP. I can probably calc for the Meteor Mash. Let's see. So it did what? Hang on, wrong one. It did 68. So that looks to be about max attack. I know the sets comp one runs 56. It could be this too. Actually, no way to know. So then Zygarde complete 38.7 into 17.1. So what? That's 48, 55.8, 55.8. Yeah, that should have killed then. Okay. So yeah, even if it's this low attack, this would have killed. Yeah, Mash into BP would have killed the Zygarde. This should have been AV as well. The other thing I'm noticing, it didn't get lefties. Subtoxic is really the only other set that's running 0 attack, and that would be running leftovers. So yeah, I think this was AV. He thought it was a good pick into all three, but then it actually he had the Metagross lure to beat it, but then you get crit. So that was a good pick from AVD then. Not even a good pick. It was just a good set. It was a good bring. To this, I beat a lot of the stuff that tries to hit Metagross with like a weak ground move and live hits. You get the weakness policy to abuse that. It's just that typing is really good with weakness policy. That's what made Jirachi broken as well. Good to ban that. Okay, on to game 3. So ABD is like 2-0 in Spirit, but 0-2 in the actual series because PQS is just lucking this man. God damn. It still goes to 5 games though, so ABD clearly brings it back. So we know ABD's got to win the next 2 at least. Okay, so Dragapult looks incredibly threatening from PQS. So much so that with Sokka as a last, I feel like this has to be Choice Scarf. Yeah, because like otherwise you're just losing to sub-disabled Dragapult. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure I helped with this team. I think I remember helping with this team, and I'm pretty sure this is Choice Band Sok. So with that knowledge, Pult is incredibly threatening. I think this was like Specs Heatran too. Like Pult just like wins here. Like sub-disabled Pult is just winning. So I guess PQS is not running that. He'd probably be banned. If anything, I would expect banned Pult. That seems to be the common one right now. Sub-disabled just doesn't seem to be that great in this meta. Well, I say that, but it literally 3-0's ABD here. So, yeah. Magnezone is like poop. It loses to all 3 Pokemon. If it's Cust Up, it can beat Specs Heatran, I guess. But you don't even know. Like, it'd probably be dependent on, like, if it's bulky or not. It might be. I think it is bulky Specs. So I don't think Zone beats a single Pokemon here. Oh, Cust Up would also beat Choice Band Sok. And then Aromatisse is also just, like... I guess it would beat Sok. No, Pult also beats Sok. So now that as I'm talking about this, I'm realizing now that I don't really think anything beats the Choice Specs Heatran. Because I know I'm pretty sure it has Dragon Pulse, and that should just kill Dragapult. And then you beat Magnezone. And you just, I think that's a Steel Beam, you just drop Aromatisse. So I don't think anything beats Heatran here. So this should be a pretty free Heatran from ABD. And PQS, on the other hand, is probably thinking that nothing beats his Choice Band Dragapult. He may be worried about a Scarf Sok, I guess. So maybe he goes, but I don't know. Aromatisse is such a hard pick here. I don't know. Yeah, he could be. Honestly, he probably is fearing Scarf Sok. At least I, looking at this, would be expecting this to be Choice Scarf Sok. Just because, like, 2 slow Pokemon, like, it really looks like it needs to be. In which case, I'd probably be wanting to go my Aromatisse here, honestly, hard calling the Scarf Sok. Because I know that ABD would feel really comfortable picking Scarf Sok if it was here. Right? Because, obviously, like, who picks Aromatisse into Venu Heatran? Because ABD has to be fearing sub-disabled Pult, but he should go Tran anyways because he doesn't really have another play around that. So I expected to see Heatran into Dragapult here, honestly. I don't know. I really don't know if PQS is going to go. PQS may go Aroma, actually. I'm going to say PQS goes Aroma. I'm going to see. Heatran into... Oh, he does just go the Pult. Okay. I really thought PQS was going to go Aroma trying to read Scarf Sock. Maybe this isn't banned. Maybe this is a way that... maybe this can actually beat Scarf Sock. I don't know. Maybe this has... Oh, no, it's just Choice Band. Okay. And this should 2-hit KO, but... oh, it doesn't even 2-hit KO. But yeah, this just takes it out. Yeah, that's... I really thought PQS would read the Aromatisse. I guess maybe PQS... No, there's no way you expect him to just read into the Scarf Socks. Maybe he just knew it wasn't Scarf Sock then. He was just reading it wasn't Scarf Sock. I don't know. That was interesting. Okay, on to game 4. Okay, Regidrago looks quite good. Because Glastrier typically needs Avalanche to beat it, because Icicle Spear doesn't do enough. Like, 4 or 5 hits are so unlikely, and I think you literally need like 5 hits or like a roll with 4 hits to kill it. So, it should be Avalanche for Regidrago. It's cool, like, Breaking Swipe Weakness Policy set that still wins, but I don't think AB is running that. That's actually PQS runs that a lot. Let's see. Magnezone beats these two. If you're Custab versus AV Glastrier, it actually wins. I think even Choice Specs can lose to like Fast Bulldoze. I don't think it'd be Fast Bulldoze here. Like, you wouldn't really need that to cover Magnezone when you have a Lando. But Lando's an annoying pick because it typically loses to Regidrago and Azu. If it's like fast Assault Vest, it can live a Draco. Like, it can live Scale Shot into Draco and win with Outrage. AV Outrage, yeah, that could win. But then you're still losing to the Azu, so you may have to make the Volcanion play. But Volcanion is a super annoying pick because it loses to both these guys. And Glastrier shouldn't be beating Azu, I don't think. I think Glastrier doesn't kill, and I think like a Bandit Azu would kill. I think like Citrus Azu could even like BD in its face. If it's like Belly Drum Citrus, that it could even just Belly Drum in Glastrier's face. I don't think Glastrier can do a thing about that. So what am I expecting here? I think ABD probably picks the Azu here, as I think PQS should be reading to Regidrago. It's kind of what I'm expecting. Am I? I don't know. I see 2 paths here, which is like, I see the Azu. I mean, sorry, Azu's not into Glastrier. Azu's into like, I don't know. It's ABD has like 3-2-1s here. This is a great matchup for ABD. Because Regidrago beats both these two probably. Azu beats Lando and Glastrier. And then Magnezone beats both these guys. So it's really just which Pokemon does he really think PQS is not picking. I'm not going to delve too far into this. Let's just see what he does. Regidrago into Volcanion. What did I say? I think I got the complete opposite. I think I said like Azu into Glastrier. I got both these picks wrong, yeah. Yeah, that's fine though. Yeah, so ABD wins this. Fling? What? Fling Choice Scarf. It dies. Okay, that was Bandit. It just died. Holy. Do you think that just killed Glastrier? Did that just like completely drop Glastrier? I'm starting Glastrier on. I wonder if that would have just completely destroyed Glastrier. There's no way Regidrago's this strong, right? Yeah, no. Even if it's adamant, this never kills. Okay. I was worried for a sec. I was like, there's no way this just kills, right? And then Avalanche would have killed it back. So, which one am I on? Here we go. Yeah, so ABD was just reading that he wasn't going to go the Glastrier. Expecting one of these two. So, good pick from ABD. Not much more to say about this. ABD currently 4-0 in Spirit. Can he get the 5-0? I guess we'll see. That'd be crazy. This would be crazy. I'm totally cheering for ABD this final game. So, let's see. Magnezone looks amazing, because typically Haxorus is running Unnerve. You don't usually see Mold Breaker Haxorus. I feel like this is definitely like Assault Vest T-Tar. I feel like I've made this team multiple times. I think I literally passed PQS a team like this. I definitely passed PQS a team with these 3. And it was like this Calm Mind. It was Telepathy, Resto, Chesto, Fini, like Calm Mind, Iron Defense, Moonblast, Rest. And then it was AV T-Tar, and then Choice Scarf Haxorus. I think that was the team. So, assuming that's what this is, because I definitely passed this to PQS. AV T-Tar is going to beat both of these guys easily. You don't get 2 killed by Flash Cannon for Magnezone, so you can just Rock Tomb into Earthquake very safely. Actually, I don't even think you need to... No, you do need to risk Rock Tomb because you don't want to lose to Specs. I think Specs Flash Cannon would 2-hit KO. I'm going to calc that. I'm actually not certain on that. Because Tyranitar with AV is like stupid bulky. So Assault Vest, and let's not... It's not Max Spadef. It's like... I want to say like it's It's not boosting nature. It's like 120-ish. I'll do 128. Sounds about right. Magnezone, 1v1 choice specs. Let's put that to max special attack. Okay, so Flash Cannon actually never 2 KOs, even from specs. That's crazy. So you can Earthquake twice then and be safe. Because I think chance for... Well, I don't know. Because like chance for Spadef drop is the same as chance for Rock Tomb miss. I don't know. Who cares? Anyways. What beats... So if PQS is expecting Haxorus, he has to go the Feeny. I wonder if Calm Mind such as Feeny can beat... Well, no. We know this is Choice Specs Magnezone. It should be slower than the Feeny, because I'm pretty sure this is the same team from game 1. Yeah. So we know a bit about both these teams then. So this is slow. It's going to be slower than the Feeny. But I think still Choice Specs, just the raw power of Choice Specs is going to be too much to break through. I know my own Tapu Fini EVs, so I can check this calc. Pretty sure it was 64 special defense. So then versus Magnezone, I don't think you can get like enough Calm Minds to just rest this off. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. So yeah, even at +1 Spadef, yeah, no, this is still doing way too much. So there's no way that ever wins. So you'd have to try to T-Tar here. So it's just going to be up to... Will ABD just go Magnezone into Feeny or Haxorus into T-Tar? I don't think there's really any sense in PQS going Haxorus here. Because even assuming this is probably Choice Band Haxorus. I feel like CB Haxorus is just the most common. Oh, you know what? No. This should be Choice Scarf because the Aurora is just a huge threat. Electrics in general. You definitely just need like Haxorus to beat those faster Electrics. Like, well, Choice Band still beats Coco. But it's mainly Zera I'm thinking of. I don't think there's any other Electrics that really... Wait, how does this team beat opposing Magnezone? What is that? What this Haxorus is very interesting. I guess Choice Scarf Mold Breaker would do it. Yeah, I don't know what this Haxorus is. Maybe this Haxorus is like a pick here. Maybe it's some weird set that can do something. I don't know. It doesn't make a huge amount of sense to be anti-Feeny because you put a Haxorus on the team and immediately paired it with Magnezone. So I don't think this Haxorus is coming out. Or I don't think this Haxorus is going to be anything quirky. I think it should just lose to Feeny and Scarf Haxorus and beat T-Tar. So ABD only goes as if he's going to hard call the T-Tar. Personally, I think PQS is going to expect him to hard call the T-Tar, and I think he will go the Feeny here. So we're gonna have to see if ABD will call that or not, or maybe he'll call the T-Tar. Maybe he's better than I am. Haxorus. Damn, dude, I am so bad. I'm getting every play wrong. Dude, the 2 replays that I lost, the 2 games I lost the recordings for, I like got every pick right, and then this series, I'm just dropping all of them. Holy. Oh, I didn't even see this. Look at this timer. PQS was so nervous. Like, look at this. He went all the way down to 15 seconds. That's crazy. I wonder if my pick would have changed seeing this. I don't know. 50-50s are always annoying. That's why I really love just putting lures and stuff. And I assume this just dies, yeah. It was on nerve. So this team just like loses to Magnezone, I guess. Like Specs Magnezone just it gets even slow Magnezone. Like, what is the plan against a Choice Specs Magnezone? It just loses. I don't understand. Oh, that's pretty funny. Superpower is literally better. Yeah, superpower so you don't die to Choice Specs Magnezone Hyper Beam. Haha, you still do. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know what the Magnezone plan is. Just like flinch it with Moltres Galar. Oh well. Yeah, so ABD just like completely outplayed PQS every single game of this series. That's crazy. Like, he had the weakness policy Metagross this game, and he had the Magnezone pick, reading he wasn't gonna go either of these two. Yeah, ABD just made like the hard pick each time. I really thought PQS was gonna call him on that because I thought Haxorus was quite obvious from ABD. I guess I did get that pick right. I really thought that ABD was gonna go Haxorus if it kind of matched the way he'd been picking every game. But I wonder if PQS is expected. A lot of players do have a tendency to kind of switch up picking style of Game 5. I wonder if that's kind of what PQS is reading, or I wonder if PQS just kind of panic clicked, getting down to 15 seconds. You know, that's probably more what it was. I think because when you never want to be in the situation where your timer's running down low like this. Like I've been in this so many times, and I can't recall a single time I've won in this. Like when you're this close, just like when you're, I don't know, when you're like 15 seconds left and just trying to make it 50-50, you've already lost. You always want to have like a clear thought process and reason behind your picks, and you don't want to be like rushed to the timer. So yeah, that's kind of why I thought he was gonna go the Fini, but 15-second panic pick, I guess. Oh well, that was a great game for ABD. ABD truly just outplayed. All right, so I'm probably gonna go record. I think there's another one right after. There was another one that happened as well. I'm gonna record right after this. I don't remember what it was. Dang it. I think it was. Oh, it was Mishliff versus Joker. That's what it was. Yeah, I'm gonna go record that now. So, Potato Chan out.